Have you noticed how quickly infrastructure decisions have become business decisions lately? A few years ago, most medium-sized businesses could get by with a small server room tucked away in the office, but now, with growing customer data, online orders, remote teams, AI tools, and that's really where colocation enters the conversation. Hey, before we move on, I'm assuming the reason you're watching this video is because you're searching for data center and colocation services. I want to remind you about our free consulting service to help you figure out which solutions on the market are best for you. We represent all the major data center service providers in the USA, and we're paid by referrals only, so our consulting service is absolutely free. If you'd like my help, all you have to do is visit our website at www.datacenterhunter.com, where you can request help from my team and I on our Contact Us page. Filling out the form is simple and just takes a couple of minutes. So, if you're looking for data center services for your business, we can help. A link to our website is also in the description below this video. Hi everyone, I'm Nick Prosser with Data Center Hunter, and today we're talking about the top 5 data center colocation providers for medium-sized businesses in 2026, especially businesses with around 50 to 500 employees that need reliable and scalable infrastructure without the huge cost of building their own data center. Colocation gives businesses the ability to keep control of their hardware without managing an entire facility themselves. You still own and control your equipment, but the facility handles the power, cooling, physical security, and network connectivity for you. And for a lot of growing businesses, that balance makes far more sense than continuing to scale an in-house server room or pushing absolutely everything into the public cloud. Now, let me give you a real-world example. I recently spoke with a mid-sized e-commerce business that kept running into the same problem every holiday season. Their website traffic would jump massively, their systems needed to keep performing properly, but their cloud costs became harder and harder to manage. Eventually, they decided to move part of their infrastructure into a colocation facility. And honestly, it worked out really well for them. Their costs dropped by almost 40%. Performance became more stable, and they had much better control over everything. And that's exactly why more medium-sized businesses are starting to look at colocation again in 2026. You avoid the huge upfront cost of building your own facility. You get the flexibility to grow as your business grows. And at the same time, you gain access to reliable power, stronger security, backup systems, and fast connectivity that would normally be very expensive to set up on your own. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the top 5 colocation providers for medium-sized businesses in 2026. Starting at number 5, we have CoreSite. CoreSite is a particularly strong option for businesses thinking beyond local growth and preparing for international expansion. They have major facilities across key U.S. markets like Denver, Los Angeles, and Northern Virginia. And one of their biggest strengths is connectivity. Their direct cloud on-ramps allow businesses to connect efficiently to platforms like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud with very low latency. And that matters more than people sometimes realize. For example, a logistics company using real-time shipment tracking moved infrastructure into CoreSite and significantly improved application response times. Their systems became faster, updates reached customers more quickly, and operational delays dropped noticeably. They also offer strong physical security, reliable infrastructure, and 24/7 operational support, which makes them a solid option for businesses that need consistent performance around the clock. So if international reach and cloud performance are priorities, CoreSite is definitely worth considering. Now moving on to number 4, Equinix. Equinix has become one of the most recognized colocation brands globally. What really separates Equinix is network density. They operate over 250 data centers globally, and because so many networks and cloud providers already work within Equinix, businesses often benefit from faster and more reliable connectivity. I spoke with a growing support company that was struggling with increased call traffic and system demand. After moving to Equinix, their performance improved and their network became much simpler and more reliable. And for businesses relying heavily on cloud applications, systems, or contact center platforms, that kind of integration becomes incredibly valuable. For businesses where connectivity is absolutely critical, Equinix remains one of the safest choices in the market. Now at number 3, we have Digital Realty. Digital Realty stands out because they've managed to combine large-scale infrastructure with a stronger sustainability focus, which is becoming increasingly important for many businesses in 2026. They now operate more than 300 facilities globally. What I really like about Digital Realty is how easy they make scaling. I spoke with an inventory and analytics company that needed to expand its infrastructure quickly after increasing its processing workload. The transition was smooth, there was no major downtime, and everything continued running without issues. So if scalability and sustainability both matter to your business strategy, Digital Realty becomes a very compelling option. Now, coming in at number 2 is NTT Global Data Centers. NTT has built a strong reputation for reliability, and that's one of the main reasons businesses trust them with critical infrastructure. A lot of companies mention how stable and consistent their systems remain, even during heavy workloads or busy periods. And when your business depends on systems staying online all the time, that kind of reliability matters a lot. For businesses running mission-critical applications where downtime is not an option, NTT remains one of the strongest choices available. And finally, at number 1, we have Flexential. What puts Flexential at the top for me in 2026 is how well they balance support, flexibility, and reliability. A lot of providers just give you the space and infrastructure. Flexential feels more like a team that actually helps you manage and grow your setup, and for medium-sized businesses without a huge IT department, that kind of support really matters. They also make it easy to scale as your business grows. So overall, Flexential stands out as one of the most practical choices for growing businesses in 2026. Now, before wrapping up, let's make this practical. If you're choosing a colocation provider, start by understanding what your business actually needs. Look at how much power and bandwidth your systems use today, and think about how much you may need as the business grows. Location matters as well. The closer the data center is to your users, team, or cloud platforms, the better your performance will usually be. And if possible, visit the facility yourself, check the security, ask about backup systems, test the connectivity, and make sure you fully understand the support they provide before making a long-term decision. Because at the end of the day, choosing a colocation provider is not just about finding space for servers anymore, it's about building a reliable foundation for the next stage of your business growth. I'm curious, if your business had to choose today, which of these providers would best fit your strategy? Let me know in the comments below. Before wrapping this video up, if you're currently looking for colocation service, I'd like to remind you that we represent all of the data center service providers in the United States, and we guarantee that you'll get the lowest pricing when working with us versus shopping providers directly. Remember, our consulting service is 100% free, and you can request help on our website. If you found the video insightful, hit the like button and feel free to let us know your opinion about today's topic in the comments below. This is Nick Prosser with Data Center Hunter, and I'll see you again in the next video.